Welcome back to the Laker family, y'all. Back with another recap of the Lakers and the Pelicans, the game that just ended. It was another exciting, fast-paced, entertaining game again. And every time we play this team, there's fireworks going off, pyrotechnics, and you name it. LeBron, what else can I say? I think this guy has really done enough this year to prove himself to any haters or any doubters that may have been left, that he is not a washed king, and he still has a lot left in the tank. And Zion is the new up and coming phenom, and everybody's crazed about, and he's looking to take a lot of the thunder away from LeBron James. And LeBron, once again tonight, was not having it. He put the young pup back in his place as a way to, saying that basically wait your turn. It's not your turn yet, and that's fine. That's not to discredit anything that Zion has done, because this guy is nothing short of spectacular himself. He and Ja Morant have been sensational this year, and if it wasn't for Zion missing the whole season, he would have that edge over Ja Morant. But, in order for everything to seem fair, and they would have to give it to Ja Morant, barring anything catastrophic happening. The worst happens, like Ja Morant just falls completely off, the Grizzlies fall completely off, and the Pelicans get that 8th spot. But, man, LeBron, another triple-double. I think they said he's third all time now as far as triple doubles, and for him to still be doing this at 35, at this rate, I feel like once we get a comfortable margin on the number one seed, I think we should start looking to load manage LeBron a little bit more. I know he said that's not something he wants to do this year, but he's proven enough. He's proven his worth. He deserves some load management time. And some people don't like load management, but if you have the number one seed locked up, why not? Or at least have him play a couple of quarters a game and just sit him the fourth quarter or something. Send him more minutes in the fourth quarter. We didn't have Anthony Davis tonight, and he wasn't even needed because of the brilliance of LeBron. I'm talking about from all facets of the game. He controlled this entire game. He controlled the tempo, the pace. He was assisting guys, putting guys in their comfort spots, and guys were helping him out this game. The whole team rose to the occasion without the services of Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma. What was your thoughts on Kyle Kuzma? What you think?
My thoughts on Kyle Kuzma is that he did a lot better than what he usually do. With 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist, he did really good this game. Even though Anthony Davis wasn't here, he still did real good with LeBron James.
I agree. And this is the type of consistent. This is the effort right here that we want to see more on a consistent basis from Kyle Kuzma. And he showed up and showed out tonight. And truth be told, he held his own as far as not even being in the same weight class as Zion Williamson. I felt like Kyle Kuzma did the best job he could do on Zion Williamson. There was a couple of plays where Zion Williamson got him with a couple of moves, but for the most part, Kyle Kuzma was showing his body there, defensively as a presence. Like Zion Williamson actually had to feel Kyle Kuzma there, and because many other guys just get tossed completely out of the way guarding that kid. Even some 7-footers get tossed out of the way. So for Kyle Kuzma to show that type of effort on the defensive end against Zion Williamson, kudos to you, my boy. Kudos to you. And I'm very proud of that. All I ask, I'm not one of those guys that gives up on you or say get rid of you and all that kind of stuff. All I ask is for you to show somewhat of this level of play on a more consistent basis. Um, Bradley Green stepped up this game. Pope played terrific. He got some key stops defensively. Also knocked down some clutch shots. Quinn Cook came in. He got down on the fast break, hit some clutch shots. Man, the whole team played well, and I love that. Without the Anthony Davis, and thank you. Without Anthony Davis available, I felt like the Pelicans still had chances to win this game, and I think Brandon Ingram was the guy that kind of cost them this game. He didn't have his best game, and that's okay. He often gets overlooked by the media, but tonight he just didn't have it, and I felt like that ultimately cost them. Lonzo Ball played terrific against us. I think he had a triple-double as well. But all in all, the referees as well. The referees kind of played a major role in this game. And I'm not going to be biased on this one because there were a lot of phantom calls against us. Like the one where they started letting Melly, when him and Dwight Howard started kind of chirping back at one another, and Melly kind of got the best of him on two of those calls, and there were phantom calls. I think Melly had flopped on like he had grabbed Dwight Howard's arm and just flopped backwards, and then the referees just automatically blew the whistle and gave the foul call to Dwight Howard. So the referees missed a lot of calls, and there also was a play where LeBron James early in the game, he went up for a right-handed layup and got completely raked across the arm, blatantly in front of the refs, and they didn't call no whistle, and LeBron James became irate on that. But at the same time, the referees kind of blew some calls on their end too. So it almost evened out, but I just wanted to point that out, that the referees, they can end up costing a lot of games if they don't kind of start shoring some of that their mistakes up. The ball that at the end of the play where I think Brandon Ingram had drove for a layup, and I think McGee had swatted it out his hand and went out of bounds. It did not bounce off of Ingram's knee, so I'm not going to be biased on that one. That ball clearly didn't go out on Ingram's knee, and it got overturned. They gave us the ball. But the referees, they got to do a much better job. Also, additional news, the Lakers cut Troy Daniels in order to free up a roster spot for maybe Dion Waiters. I heard mentionings of J.R. Smith, and there was one other player, I forget, but Jamal Crawford. But I feel like honestly, Dion Waiters would be my first choice, and my second choice would be Jamal Crawford. I just don't trust J.R. Smith for some reason. I don't trust him. He could prove me wrong, if he was the one that went out. But in my opinion, I would go Dion Waiters first, Jamal Crawford, and then J.R. Smith. And I feel like Dion Waiters would be a great addition to this team. It will take some time for him to get acclimated and get his NBA legs back under him, being that he had been off so long. So our recent acquisition, Markieff Morris, I felt he played one of his better games tonight, his best game since he's been with the Lakers. He came in and gave us some clutch minutes, knocking down some big time shots. He played great defense too, and he got a bad call that went against him too, against Zion. Zion just kind of bowled into him, and he had his hand straight up, and he got the foul call. But we ended up playing through those bad calls and ultimately came up victorious with the win. And I'm very pleased with this team. And now basically we are looking at the 8th seed to see which team we're potentially going to be facing. Hopefully, whoever gets the 8th seed, they can lock it up early so that we have a good idea of who we're going to play. That way we can start game planning for that team ahead of time. You always want to scout and kind of get a first jump, going into a playoff series. With that being said, leave a comment below and y'all tell us which team would you rather face in the first round, whether it's for entertainment purposes, whether it's for which team might be easier to play, or whoever you would prefer to see us go against in that first round. And with that being said, we're going to jump right into the stats with JB.
Kuzma, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 20 points. LeBron James, 12 rebounds, 13 assists, and 34 points. McGee, 4 rebounds, 0 assists, 8 points. Bradley, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 points. Green, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 10 points. Morris.
Yeah, Marcus Morris.
Marky Morris. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 10 points. Howard, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 8 points. Rondo, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 4 points. Cook, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 5 points. Lastly, Caldwell Pope, 0 rebounds, 2 assists, and 13 points. Good job, y'all.
All right, so there you have it. And I think we hit the bulk of everything. And we'll be back for the next recap. And as always, thank y'all for watching. And join the Laker family by sharing, and subscribing, and doing what?
Make sure to hit that notification bell to keep updated every time we make another video.
And there you have it. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.